Today we're talking about trends, and more specifically, 5 trends that I fully believe will help you tell better stories, create more impactful wedding films that aren't cheesy, that aren't cookie cutter, and that your couples will adore. But before we dive into that, if you are new here, this channel is all about giving you the confidence to lean into a full-time career as a wedding filmmaker. So if you are into that sort of thing, it would mean so much if you consider liking and subscribing. Trend number 1 is the dad cam. One creative way to infuse more personality and real moments from the wedding day is through the lens of what has been beautifully labeled as the dad cam, which is a simple point-and-shoot camera that captures raw, real, personality-driven footage on the wedding day. Low-quality resolution, but high-quality moments is where this camera shines. The nostalgic element this brings to your film, if used intentionally, can be incredibly powerful and allow personality to truly shine within your films. One filmmaker that really has perfected the art of the dad cam, in my opinion, is Ben from Graphic Formation. They have really leaned into the creative approach here and infused this art form into their wedding films, and for me, it just adds such a beautiful touch and adds so much character to the quality of their films. Speaking of trends that can help you elevate your wedding films, there's one trend in particular that I have been loving more so recently, and that is outsourcing. It's a trend because, let's face it, all the cool kids are doing it. People that want to save time and get back to being excited about their business, they're giving their films to Uncut Gems, they're getting amazing products back, and to me, that seems like a no-brainer, because let's face it, backlog season is upon us. You don't want to be spending those months where you're supposed to be resting and decompressing and getting ready for the next wedding season, bogged down by so many edits. So head over to Uncut Gems and use code Wayward75 at checkout so that you can kick that backlog in the face and get back to being excited about your business. Trend number 2 is Super 8. And much like the dad cam, Super 8 film is going to cater towards the nostalgic tone within your wedding films as well. For me, Super 8 really helps unearth a timelessness to my films, something that really honors the past while beautifully encapsulating your couple's hearts in a real, raw, and nostalgic way. Now, I love using real Super 8 film as this is the best approach, in my opinion, to navigate this specific trend. Instead of using overlays or presets, there's just this feeling and essence that real film provides that the digital enhancements or plugins just can't emulate. And it just makes me feel more connected to the art form of true filmmaking. But what do you guys think? Do you like Super 8? Do you not like Super 8? What are your thoughts? Trend number 3 is interviewing the couple. Now, some of you may disagree with me on this one, but I feel that interviewing the couple before they see each other on the wedding day is such a powerful way of creating a genuine story, one that has heart and that is full of emotion. Now, this is all dependent on your couple's personality and whether they are open to sharing that vulnerability on camera. One filmmaker who I think uses this technique beautifully in their films is David Reynosa with Forestry Films. The emotion and raw feeling he can pull from his couple creates such a powerful and emotive story. And if you do this in a way that feels natural and authentic, you can really create an honest story that has a ton of emotion. Trend number 4 is infusing couple captured footage. This trend is one that I personally love to use because it allows me to really dive deeper into my couple's story. One thing that I've come to learn as I navigate through the wedding industry is that the wedding day is so much more than just one day. It is so much bigger. These two people did not just randomly decide to show up at this venue and say I do and spend the rest of their lives together. There was a journey, there was a progression, there were moments, little moments that really spoke to every corner of their heart to make this decision. It wasn't by accident, and as storytellers, we have such a huge responsibility of telling this story in a real, raw, and intentional way, to create films that will forever embody who this couple is in the here and now, so that then and later they can remember these moments in a way that is true, that is authentic, and that is a pure reflection of who they are as a couple. So by infusing footage captured from your couple into this story, you're able to really dive deeper into who they are and allow the viewer to connect emotionally with them. And because they're able to relate to them, they're able to really see just their real life, their day-to-day, and all of the little moments that led up to this bigger moment. And in my opinion, it just adds so much more depth and realness because we're able to fully appreciate the magnitude of what's unfolding before us. And to me, that's how a wedding film should feel. Just very timeless, very real, organic, natural, and honest. And I fully believe that this is one trend that can really help you capture that essence. Trend number 5 is the slow shutter effect. This last trend is one that I have seen all over Instagram, mainly from photographers, and it's just a fun, creative shot that can really help you slow down the moment and allow time to really stop for your couple. I've used this effect a few times, and it's such a beautiful way of adding character and texture to the portrait session and infusing more people into that moment. And this effect isn't just limited to portraits. You can be creative in how you utilize this effect. One of my good friends, Isaac Suttle, has used this several times in his films, and it is really inspiring how he infuses this effect into his stories. It's a fun, creative shot that can add so much more character to your film. So if you've enjoyed these 5 trends, if you feel like they're gonna help you in your wedding films, be sure to drop a comment below. Let me know if you're using any of these, if you have trends that you've been doing that you found to be really helpful in how you tell stories. Either way, I'd love to hear from you guys. So until next time, keep creating and telling beautiful stories. Peace. When you give it all, but it's not enough, and you just can't see how.